Good Thursday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majewski back with you here in the North Georgia Majestic Studios with your Talkin Live Forecast update here on your last day of April 30th, 2026. Things looking pretty good out there as we're getting close to wrapping up the week, but we're going to have some clouds, a little bit of rain coming at us. Now, not a lot of it's going to sneak into East Tennessee, but North Georgia is going to get some. And then we're going to see definitely a cool weekend ahead by May standards as we get ready to roll into the new month. Now, before we get rolling here on this new update, if you're new here to our Facebook page here on the Talkin Live Broadcast channel, please give us a follow. And if you happen to be watching over on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. But more importantly, make sure you hit that notification bell to be alerted on all future weather updates. All right, let's go ahead and get into this report as we're looking at a pretty good day there across Chattanooga. Got some sunshine, got some high clouds moving through the area, and temperatures pretty comfortable. A little cooler than they were yesterday, but looking pretty nice indeed. Down in Helen, Georgia, also got some high clouds coming through here as well. We'll call it a little filtered sunshine, but a delightful afternoon down here in North Georgia as well for this afternoon. So a bit of a 50-50 weekend shaping up for the guys up here for the weekend. Now, looking at the local radar, it is clear here for the moment, but we are going to get some moisture that's going to come in from the north. It's going to be a pretty sharp dividing line where I think if you're kind of north of this line, you're probably not going to see much of anything. But down here to the south, yeah, you're going to see higher rain amounts, and the further south you go, the more rain you're going to see. And you're going to notice that when I show you the model data here in just a second. Now, looking at the satellite picture, again, we're looking pretty decent here for the rest of your Thursday. Mostly sunny with some filtered sunshine, but those clouds are going to come back at us here for tonight. And we'll have to fight some cloud cover, a little partly sunny action there in East Tennessee, and probably progressively mostly cloudy the further south you get into Georgia for your Friday. Now, looking at our local regional radar perspective here, you see temperatures not bad in the 60s. We're going to come out in around 70 degrees for today, so a little bit below average here. You can see some of this moisture that's coming in out of the Pacific, and we're going to have a little bit of overrunning here that's going to set up, and that's going to bring that more moisture in here across the south. We're going to get some heavier rains down across central portions of Alabama and Georgia, which is really great considering how bad the drought conditions are down there especially. All right, so let's go ahead and get into today's model run here. We're going to be looking at the latest NAM model here as we go through the forecast period here. Again, watch that little timestamp there. So we're not bad here for the rest of the afternoon on Friday, but notice the rain's coming back at us here. Again, we're going to be favoring this to where I don't think we're going to get a whole lot there across East Tennessee. Georgia's going to get a lot in here, I think, but you see where the heaviest rains are going to fall. Definitely down here, down the south. So just kind of a lighter rain up here. So the rain amounts will diminish the further north you go, increase the further south you go. And this looks like this should be clearing on out of Georgia here as we go into your Saturday afternoon. And it should shape up to be a very nice Sunday. Sunday's looking very, very nice. Although Sunday morning, I'll be honest, it's going to be a touch on the chilly side. We can see some 30s in the mountains, 40s for everybody else. So definitely a little bit on the nippy side for May. All right, so let's go look at our rainfall totals here. Again, a very sharp dividing line. Look at this. I mean, it shows up very well here on the NAM. Notice here across East Tennessee, not seeing a whole lot, and you see how it progressively goes up the further south you go as far as the rain's concerned. So this is really great news down here across South Georgia, especially since that's where a lot of the wildfires have been pretty bad. So going to get some relief there in the form of some rain. Now, as far as temperatures are concerned, overnight lows tonight, 40s and 50s around, and then daytime highs tomorrow. Really not going to be all that much as we go through the day here. Actually, let me back this up. I'm sorry. I got a day ahead of myself. Here we go. Looking at Friday again in the 40s and 50s, and then your daytime highs here for the afternoon will be in the 60s for the most part, but definitely a little bit cooler going into your Saturday for North Georgia, especially where the clouds and the rain are. It might take a little while for that to clear on out of here, but again, the second half of the weekend looking pretty nice. All right, so let's look at our forecast maps. Let's look at this and watch that little timestamp there on top as I kind of go through this. Again, that little yellow highlighter there as we go into your Friday. So Friday morning, not looking bad. We're looking good, dry up in this area here. Here's the timestamp right there so you can see where I'm looking right there. So that's Friday morning. And as we go into the day on Friday, the rain chances come up. You see the darker green coming in here for Friday night and going into your Saturday. Now, Saturday should clear out the morning time. By the time we get to the afternoon, we should be clearing out. Sunday's looking pretty good. We got this big old air of high pressure sitting on top of us. That's going to set up for a very nippy morning there on Sunday morning. And looking good on Monday as well. We're going to warm up briefly next week. We'll get to more seasonable levels. We get to Monday and Tuesday. Then we got another front coming through on Thursday. And then we'll see another cool down going into that following weekend. Looks like below normal temperatures are going to stick with us here probably till about the middle of the month. And then I suspect a pattern change toward the end of the month. We'll get a flip, and we'll see warm temperatures come back at us for the second half of May. All right, so here's our forecast here for Chattanooga. Mostly cloudy skies, 72-50 there on your Friday. Again, not looking too bad to wrap up our work week. Looking at a mix of 40s and 50s, around 50 to 40 degrees here, into the 40s for a lot of North Georgia, and looking pretty nice, not too bad. And then your daytime highs tomorrow, again, below normal. Normal high is supposed to be 78, so we're in the lower 70s, a little bit below normal, especially with the cloud cover. The further north you go, like up toward Dunlap and Athens, probably partly sunny up there. Further south you go, the more clouds you're going to see. Region looking like this. We got 70 in Birmingham with some showers, 63 with plain old rain there in Jackson. Destin at 74, some thunderstorms in Jacksonville, 82, 72 in Columbia, and 68 in Asheville. Here we go with the 7-day forecast here, as again, we're going to get the rain out of here by Saturday afternoon, and those areas to begin won't be a whole lot across eastern Tennessee. Further going to Georgia, the higher those rain chances are going to come up there. 70-43 on Sunday, not bad. We're warming up back up to 80s in on Tuesday and Wednesday, but notice that front's coming through on Thursday. The timing on that could change a little bit, but I basically just keep 60s on there as we wait for that cold front to sweep on through on Thursday. Now, speaking of some of this precipitation coming at us, if you've not downloaded our free weather app, go ahead and take a snapshot. If you're watching this on your cell phone, if you got an Apple iPhone or an Android, take a snapshot. Download the QRC right there and download this weather app. It's a great tool to have. It alerts you on when rain is in your area, lightning nearby, severe weather alerts to give you a future cast on what the radar is expected to do going into the future. It's a great tool, and it's a great product that we're going to make better as we bring our new website on board, hopefully in the next month, and you'll have access to additional forecasting products that we make. All right, again, appreciate you guys checking us out here on the Talkin Live broadcast channel. Please hit that follow button there on Facebook. And over on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit the notification bell to be alerted on all our future weather updates. All right, that's it for your Thursday. One more day to go to make it to the weekend. Y'all be good, stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow. You guys have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.